we actually have any volume, since we don't know what it is that makes it so that we don't have volume when we stream sometimes. Okay, this is still showing as upcoming, despite the fact it was never scheduled in advance. Okay, all right, I can hear me. Okay, all right, I can hear me. Cool, all right. So in that case, what we're doing is I decided to live stream a mail opening because I've got so much stuff to do. I've got so much stuff to get through. I've got and I've only got so much time, and I've only got so much space on my phone as well. So I thought we'll go through the finicky process of live streaming on YouTube, which it really should be able to do. Really shouldn't struggle with that. It really should be one of the fundamental things it's able to do, and yet it's surprisingly garbage. And as I've just discovered on a test stream, once again, it's just decided to stream without any audio. So whatever. But yeah, we're just going to get through all of this stuff, and then I don't need to go through the process of editing it or anything like that. So we're just going to crack on. Where have I left my scissors? And here we go. So we got loads of wrestling figure stuff to get through. We still have a HorrorClix mail opening from a few weeks ago that I've never got around to. I've just done a Yu-Gi-Oh one, and I've got another Yu-Gi-Oh one. And we also have a huge bundle of wrestling figures, which I'm probably not going to tackle on this video. But yeah, let's get into it now. So I can't really remember what this is. I've even got a music channel mail opening to do, to be honest. I've got so much stuff to do and so little time to do it in, but we'll get into that in the channel update part of the video, like at the end. But anyway, I think let's get first, and I can't remember what it is, so let's have a look at what it is. We've got some cool stuff here. We got some old stuff. We've got some new stuff. I think it's mostly stuff to keep. I don't think there's... All right, so the two main things that I will, advertise the replay on and stuff like that. The two main things, I don't know whether I'm keeping or selling them. I got great deals on them. Got nowhere to keep them. But, not, not entirely convinced I want to sell them. Oh, what's this a box of? Contains 2 bottles. I always like to see the random packaging people put stuff in. I don't know. I've never had... I guess it's because I order so much stuff as well. Oh, I remember what this is. This is for the HorrorClix mail opening as well. Right, okay. So that's one off the docket. That's one I won on bid a little bit later on, after the previous ones that still need to be opened. Oh yeah, I won that on bid later on, and that's just something to tack on to that particular one. What is that? What's that? Oh, is it the tip? No? Oh, it's the rarity collection box, right? Okay, fair enough. Whatever. Anyway, let's do the main appeals then. So first of all, I've said a lot on mail openings recently about not putting action figures, boxed figures, in bubble mailers. Yeah? Well, I'd rather it was a bubble mailer than a plastic shipping bag on 2 classic Superstars figures. And the brilliance is that to send it as one parcel, he's just taped them together. That wasn't done. That's not being done by every, because they're going to the same place. He's just taped the 2 of them together so you can send them as one parcel. Well, I must be honest, the price was good, and I think they're fine. They seem to be fine. The price was good, and you've gotten away with it. But once I finally get these open and bother to give you feedback, your star rating on postage isn't going to survive, let me tell you. on postage and packaging, that is. So yeah, there's some guy was clearly cleaning out his classic superstars collection. We managed to pick 2 of them up really cheap, and obviously I have no idea which of these is which. One of them I'm probably more inclined to keep than the other. I don't know if I want to keep either of them, or I don't know. I wouldn't have bought them at this point in my life because I don't know where to put them and display them or anything, but yeah. So yeah, here's the first one. This is the one I would want to keep, potentially. This is Classic Superstars Collector Series Eddie Guerrero action figure with the blue fire extinguisher. And I'm not going to lie, that blue fire extinguisher does a hard carry because it's a different accessory, so it looks cool. Even if we just kept this in box and put it on display, be like, there's a blue fire extinguisher in there. I do have a Jack's blue fire extinguisher, actually. It's in there. I don't remember this Eddie Guerrero at all. But there it is. I guess it exists. I don't know. Maybe I didn't know much about the collector series. I still don't really. I still don't know what the collector series is. It's more or less in good condition. There's a bit of wear to the cardboard, and obviously you get like the spikes actually look pretty good, but obviously you get wear to all those little finicky bits. Jeremy Padawa, that collector guy who designs things for collectors, doesn't design things for collectors very well. You know, the box that you have to destroy to get into. Rest of the series is pretty cool. We've got Ultimate Warrior, Eddie Guerrero. Oh, it's actually slightly open on the bottom. Oh no, it's yeah. There was always like an air pocket there, right? Like just an air pocket down the middle. Yeah. Anyway, Eddie Guerrero, Ultimate Warrior, Harley Race, Andre the Giant, Superstar Billy Graham, Jimmy Hart, Gorilla Monsoon, Davey Boy Smith, Don Morocco. Not a bad wave at all. We've got the Eddie Guerrero bio on the back with the picture profile of the figure. Yeah, you gotta miss that. But yeah, really cool. But we got this for like, I think this one was like £13 or something like that. And then this one was like £8 something. So that's pretty crazy as well. So we'll get into this one. He's not from the same wave. Well, I'm sure he's also a collector series figure. Damn, do we need a new Don Morocco figure. That Survivor Series one that we never got over here in the UK, that was not good enough. Same with the Jeff Hardy Survivor Series figure. That one was really cool. We didn't get it over here. Yeah. Not good enough, Mattel. I mean, generally speaking, being exclusionary on not just any products, but a huge amount of the products you sell is not really good enough either. But yeah. So here's the Jerry Lawler. This is way dustier than the Eddie Guerrero. I don't know if you got the Eddie like after or something, but look at how dusty this thing is. This is dustier than Rhodes, man. Absolutely filthy. But really cool. It was like £8, I think. Again, it's in pretty good nick. The spikes are looking good as well. It's always pretty good. Not a bad Jerry Lawler figure at all. Of course, he gets quite a lot of Mattels now, so it doesn't really matter anymore. But yeah, really cool figure. Again, we've got the bio on the back with the figure profile picture. I always kind of preferred when they did the bio with like the actual figure's picture rather than, you know, like a picture of the person. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. We had a Hollywood Hogan, a regular Hulk Hogan, Bruiser Brody, Chief J Strongbow, Classy Freddie Blassie, Vader, Cowboy Bob Orton, and Jerry the King Lawler. Now, Bob Orton, I don't know about with full accessories and boxed and all that kind of stuff, but I know this is one of the least valuable classic superstars loose that I've ever seen in my life. But other than that, it's a really good way. Like if you got Brody, that would be a really good one to sell loose, you know? Yeah, really cool. Whoa, acknowledging AWA. What's that about? Surprised they got away with that. Okay, so that's the classic superstars done. A Jerry Lawler and a Eddie Guerrero. Really cool. Next up, we've got a Lucy, and this is hey, this isn't a Lucy. This is a huge bag of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I picked up the wrong bubble mailer there. Right, well, we'll rectify that later. What else we got over here then? I left the other stuff over there. We've got a another boxed figure. In fact, actually, might just pause it for a second. Go pick it up. So much of my neuroses of doing everything in the correct order. Right, we've got some messages in the chat actually from Wendy Billyfigs. Hey man, how you doing? I'm all right. How are you doing? Did a video review on the Ultimate Edition Bray Wyatt. Okay, that's cool. I might have to check that one out. I've not been watching a lot of people's videos recently, I'll be honest. I used to watch all of Deadman Figs' videos like before bed and stuff, but he seems to have had a bit of an issue with having audio on his videos, which is a fundamental issue for videos. At least videos with audio on them. Yeah, so back to my thought a minute ago. We are next up on a Lucy. I hope this is the right one after I've bothered to go and get it so we do everything in order. One we won on bid. Should have bought it when it came out. It was like it's a re-release figure, and it's a slight upgrade on the Shawn Michaels that I already have. But I hadn't really realized it at the time. I don't think I was really paying attention all that much when Monday Night Wars originally started. But yeah, right before the match that I'm currently filming, which is still ongoing, I've been filming since August. So not only is that very long overdue, but God knows when it'll actually get finished. But before I start filming the next match, we do have an upgrade on our Shawn Michaels. So this is the exact same Shawn Michaels as the Lost Legends one, but it has the double jointed elbows. The one from Monday Night Wars. In fact, they've hardly even redone the head. The dogs just woke up. You're gonna start making daft noises in the background, Fred. Yeah, it doesn't even look like they've redone his head or anything. It's just the exact same head, just with like details applied with like the modern techniques and stuff. The tattoo looks a bit better on his arm, and that leg looks a bit loose. But my original Shawn Michaels actually had that kind of weird knee buckle where it just sort of curves to the side. So yeah, it's nothing I'm not used to. We did film a match with that Shawn Michaels. You know, worst case scenario, I mean, they might change the skin tones. Actually, I was gonna say I can always just swap the arms with the original one, but yeah, they might have changed the skin tone. Are you off, Freddy? You're not live streaming today, bud? Right, well, if you're going, go. Don't sit there making like scratching noises in the background and stuff. Dog man. But yeah, I think it was like £8 or something like that. So really not bad at all. I don't think that leg joint is particularly bad at all, to be honest with you. The joints all seem to be okay. Yeah. And honestly, once you start animating with the double jointed elbows, I don't think it would be that much of a difference, but it really is a difference maker. Like, obviously, it's going to be better, but like, you go back to using ones with single jointed elbows after you've used doubles, and it's like, oh my God, it's just night and day, you know? So that's probably ruined the careers of assuming I actually speed up filming my animations and stuff at some point. That alone has probably killed the careers once Freddy's finished leaving the room and rustling on all of whatever it is that's on the floor over there. that's probably killed the careers of some DSW people if I ever like speed up the process of filming. There's probably some people that I only have versions of with like single jointed elbows that I will just not use as much as I would have because they don't have double jointed elbows. I'd rather use someone that's easier to use. Next up, this one. This is pretty funny. We've got a bit of a channel story behind this. It goes back many, many years. This is a classic Titantron Live mint in box, mint on card action figure. Once upon a time, way back in what 2012, 2013 at the latest, I was on eBay and someone had listed 25 mint in box Perry Saturn action figures. And I thought, well, they've typed that in wrong, haven't they? You know, how could someone possibly have 25 mint in box Perry Saturn figures that were, you know, at least, you know, 11, 12 years old at the time? How is that possible? And one day I joked with the lads. I was sat with the lads at lunch, and I said, I knew I should have bought those 25 Perry Saturn figures when I had the chance. And well, I didn't have the chance. I would have never had the money to do that. And at the time, I was like, what, 15, 16? Just get all this. What is this? The Lidl? This is the Lidl magazine. Get all that noisy packaging out the way. And it was like you know, they just burst into laughter because they were like, what 25 Perry Saturns? What are you talking about? Kind of thing. And for that exact reason, I've been hoarding every Perry Saturn Titantron Live figure that I've ever gotten in a bundle. That is to say, I think 3. I think all these years buying bundles, I've only ever came across 3 Perry Saturns. Anyway, someone had the Perry Saturn mint on card Sunday Night Heat action figure listed, and I think it was like £11 or something like that. So I thought, all right, well, we made this mistake once. Again, I definitely didn't have the disposable income to buy stuff like that back then. But, you know, we let this not happen once. We got to get him this time. So I did before I lost the chance, basically. It's in really good nick, you know. The card's looking very, very vibrant and healthy. It looks like it's literally been, you know, sat in a box somewhere, like unexposed. There is, you know, bending to the bottom and stuff, and a little crease on the back and so on and so forth. But yeah, very, very interesting, very, very cool. And we righted that wrong from however long ago. But here's where the original story gets interesting. The listing for this said something like 21 sold. And I was like, what? Like, how? How would this happen again? So I can only imagine, like, people have just found caches of 20 odd mint on card Perry Saturn action figures at different points in the history of eBay. Unfathomable. But he's not that badly. He is a little bit discolored, but it's more so just because of the way they made figures back then. He's not that bad. He doesn't have green arms and legs, I suppose. A weird bit of sort of plastic just under his boob there, I think you can see. But yeah, really, really cool. And I'm very much debating, and have been for years, starting in a classic line of NW openings. I don't think I'll open this, to be honest. I think I'll just display this. But yeah, you never know. I also kind of like back in the day that it comes with a suitcase, a bit of an unusual accessory. Really, really cool. Such a good wave as well. The Raven, obviously, if we could get one of them mint on card but damaged, I'd love to open one of those. Stephen Richards, Stephanie McMahon, Prince Albert. You know, we just the NW opening not not long ago. He got mentioned on the modern Albert, the Mattel Elite Albert. We got this Eddie Guerrero. I've just sold one of those the other day. And then the Series 10, Kane, Billy Gunn, Steve Austin, Triple H, Rikishi, Matt Hardy. That Rikishi's got the really good Rikishi head scan. I thought that was just an R3 Tech head scan, but oh, it's right there on that TTL as well. And then we've got Series 9, Rikishi, Rock, Kurt Angle, China, Triple H, Commissioner Foley. 2 Rikishis back to back. Imagine that. Yeah, really, really cool figure. Really, really decent price. There we go. Another story with a happy ending on the DSW Network channel. Not that I know where on earth that is going to be displayed. Then we have another Lucy, but this is the same bag of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I've just picked up a second ago. This is the other Lucy. Again, we got this cheap. I kind of decided recently that, you know, when I was a kid, I liked this guy, and then I didn't like this guy because I thought the gimmick was stupid, and then recently I've been revising my thoughts on that, and yeah, it came up really cheap. I think this was like £8 or something daft as well. So this, hold on, I'll just get it up. I'll just get up exactly what it was mislabeled as on eBay. God, my throat is so sore. £7.14 it was, and the Shawn Michaels was £7.94, and that was from the same seller but 2 days apart. Could have combined the postage. If you just, that's the thing. It's always good to dispatch stuff straight away, but you know, you screw yourself if they order something else a few days later. Obviously, it's quite unlikely that's going to happen, but you never know. Anyway, this is my new used Mattel Elite wrestling figure of Santino Marella with 2 R's and 1 L. Santino Marella, guys. Yeah, it looks in decent nick, to be fair. I mean, actually, it's like a it's sticking off his boot. You know? Yeah, there's some marks to it and everything, but it looks in pretty good condition for the age and everything, and how much I would imagine kids would have their Santinos getting beaten up and stuff, you know. That shoulder joint's really nice and stiff. But as much as we're in that phase where I've been seeing a lot recently, like I don't know, both shoulders really stiff actually, where certain people are going to be getting used in my Fed, I definitely didn't need to pick up a Santino Marella at this point in my life. And yet I have done. And here he is. So I don't know if it will actually ever get used in the Fed. The gimmick of like getting people's names wrong and stuff like that is more covered by like the Iron Sheik and stuff like that in my Fed. So I don't really need anyone for that particular job. I've got quite a lot of comedy characters as well, actually, for that matter. I mean, in fact, I've got a lot of people to use as like enhancement talent and stuff. So I don't know if he will fit in, but yeah, for £7, I mean, what are these things worth? Like, buy it now. If you spell the name correctly as well. Elite. It's funny, the tattoos all look in really good nick, but like his monobrow is like a bit worn and his hair's a bit worn and so on and so forth. The tattoos are really good. Right. Lowest price and postage and packaging. Is that an Elite? Can't really tell. Yeah, it is, but that one's a bit ruined. Let's find one that's in good condition. All right, so there's one in good condition that's got the shirt that is £25. So for £7, why not? You know, fair enough. And again, he's just one of them we'll chuck in a drawer, and maybe one day I'll decide I don't need him, or he's never going to turn up or whatever, and we'll get rid of him. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I've really come around on Santino in the last couple of weeks. I mean, the guy himself seems super cool. He seems super chill, and yeah, it kind of helps. Kind of helps get through it. Do we have any more wrestling figure mail? I think the only wrestling figure mail we have left is this huge bundle, which I do need to get through, but for sake of like, I don't know, sometimes a big bundle video will take me another 20 or so minutes. So for the sake of not being sat here all afternoon, we'll leave that for another video. Probably will pre-record that one. Well, I'll open some of this other generic mail that we're not going to be opening on other videos, just to show you guys some more stuff that we've got coming up. This is one that I'm hoping to get opened relatively soon. It's some Topps cards. I don't know. I've been assessing the top cards options for a while because, you know, every now and then I have a little hype on football cards or something like that. And obviously I've had a little look at WWE cards, AEW cards and stuff like that. For some reason, the thing that actually twigged with enough hype for me to actually order it was Disney cards. So from Zavvi, we have ordered a box of Topps Neon. And I think that was about £5. Does have the chance of autographs and stuff like that, or voice actors of etc. etc. Who are these people? Yeah, and yeah, you get so many parallels and stuff like that. I'm not bothered about stuff like that, so hopefully we can recoup a few pounds on those as well. And I also ordered a packet. Oh, this is one of them really satisfying packets. Like that's really satisfying packaging. Of Wonder 2025. It was Wonder that I was initially looking at, but then when I went to like price check it, the price of a box of this on Amazon was the price of like the same box of this set, where you get one more guaranteed parallel, and you could get one of these as well for the same price. So I did that, ordered them from Zavvi. Zavvi is a site I quite like, but we haven't actually used them for a number of years. I think the last time I ordered was like 2022, when I got like the Bruce Lee and Jack Sparrow figures. The Jack Sparrow of which I have long since sold. So yeah, we'll have a little Disney card opening at some point. I might revisit the set that's from a different site at some point as well. But yeah, we'll do a Disney pack opening when we'll open the Neon box, and we'll do the Wonder pack. That being said, you know, I know I got these for the price of the other box I was going to buy, but I don't know why I bought this. It was like £8 for the pack. Like, I'm not that bothered. I know it's extra content and stuff, something else to tack on, but you know, like. Anyway, we also got this. This is off Very. This is really cool. Now, Very do some really, really good deals now and then, but not ones I've seen quite as good as this. So you get Very codes that are like spend £50, get £10 back, £20 back, something like that. And they're good for getting like video games on the cheap and stuff like that. You know, if there's a game that's just come out and you can't be bothered waiting for it to drop, you get your £20 back. They say that they refund it to the payment method you used, but then it's credited on your account instead, which is also fair enough. You know, if it's a huge saving. This particular saving was spend £100, get £50 back. So I had a little scroll through Zavvi, and I found a Lego set that's over £100 that was reduced to £100 that I would never in my life spend £100 on, but I would love to have. And so basically we got it for £50. And the good thing about it is that Very, like I say, it has put the refund on our account as credit, but they have two wrestling figures at least, that I am going to order somewhere eventually. So I might as well just order them from there. So this is the Republic Juggernaut Lego set. The Ki-Adi-Mundi Death Scene Lego set. It's so cool. It's so big. You get so many minifigures with it, including the Clone Commanders. Really, really cool. Or Galactic Marines, as we call in there. I don't know. They were Clone Commanders on Star Wars Battlefront 2. That's all that matters to me. You get 3 battle droids. You get the really big tank. My problem with this set is, as much as I would have really liked it, and the Ayla Sakura one, it's just way bigger than I would ever, I think, like spend on Lego. Like, it's just too big of a set. I would have been more interested in a smaller set. I think I would have to be making money off the channel on Lego specifically to spend that sort of money on Lego. But we basically got this for 50 quid, and that's a bargain. And that is probably like the absolute high end of what I would want to spend on any Lego set, more or less. But really, really cool thing to pick up. Very happy to have that. Don't know where it's going to go. Don't know where we're going to put the box. Then at some stage we need to make it. Don't know where we're going to put that then either. But we got it. Now that's the important part, and we'll store that somewhere, and that'll be all right. But the twist in the story is that it was $99.99, which means we were actually below the £100 minimum spend. So I ordered this as well for my partner. It's our anniversary on Tuesday. The anniversary of like when we started seeing each other. And funnily enough, we've not planned anything for it really, but I thought, well, we'll chuck this in and then I've at least got one gift for her. So I bought her some Lego daisies. This is just such an Annie set. There's a bit of purple in there. There's some nice daisies. It's Annie all over. She'd probably just put that on a shelf and be happy to look at it, to be honest with you. So we picked that up because I'll probably get it for her at some point anyway. So might as well. And I think that's more or less everything. Now, I mentioned at the start of the stream, when no one was in, that I have more mail openings and videos and stuff to catch up on. I don't think I will on account of how hoarse my voice is. Having, you know, I mean, I'd say doing half an hour with the live stream and opening Rarity Collection before. That took about half an hour, and my voice has been sore more or less the whole time we've been here. So it's not the half an hour live stream. But my point is, I don't think we're going to be filming anything more today. But we have alluded to a few times to a lack of time, etc. And that is basically the channel update. So we'll segue into that. You know, haven't had time to organize anniversary plans, haven't had time to do this video, and don't really have time to edit, etc. Basically, the reason for that, the channel update, is I've got a job. It's been a long time coming. I've been applying for work again for about 6 months now, and yeah, we managed to get one. It's part-time. It's quite far away, but it's I don't know if I want to actually talk about the companies that I work for on the channel anymore, because I actually genuinely got in trouble before because of it. But it's a really cool job. It's a small shop. The staff are really nice. The work, there's a lot to learn, but there's not a lot of stuff to do day on day. It's not a very busy shop, but it's very cool. It's very nice. You got animals around you all day, which is really cool. And theoretically, I'll be working towards an animal care, I'll be doing animal care training, which might be useful in other jobs in the future. So that's why we're live streaming today, because we don't have time to do anything. We've got all this mail that's been backed up. I'm literally working part-time. I've done 1 shift this week and 3 shifts last week. And I still haven't had any time to get any of this mail done. And I'll be honest, not only do I not want to spend the time off editing this video, but I also couldn't be bothered anyway. So I thought live streaming, it's just easier, quicker, so on and so forth. But yeah, we got some cool stuff here. We got some more bits to do on other mail openings. We've still got HorrorClicks mail opening to do. We've still got the wrestling figure bundle to do. I mean, a good thing we're not committed to that today, since my throat's sore as hell anyway. It's also a good thing I wasn't planning on doing any music stuff today. Although having the option would have been nice. It's also, and obviously we've got that Yu-Gi-Oh mail opening as well to do at some stage. So there's at least like 3 more videos I could have done today. But I'm guessing we're not going to get around to that. So yeah, new job. There will probably be less effort put into the channel, at least while I'm settling in, because I don't really want to waste my days off forcing myself to do content. I'm not really in the mood to do at this current juncture in YouTube. I said I wasn't going to complain anymore, so let's put it that way. At this particular point of my life, I don't see myself going out of the way to produce the content. That being said, I have been looking at video game stuff recently as something I can do, maybe like to chill out after work whilst also filming something, or maybe just to chill out on my days off and stuff like that. And I have put some effort into planning that out. there is an old archive video of me playing games. Just stream testing on Twitch. It was way back in the day, which is available on members. And yeah, but that's about as far as I've gotten with producing content for it so far. But it's like another thing on the radar, basically. So yeah, classic superstars, Perry Saturns, Lucy's, Legos. We got a huge wrestling figure bundle to come. We got some Disney cards to come. We've got a Yu-Gi-Oh mail opening to come. We've got a Horrorclix mail opening to come. We got a lot of stuff to do, and you know, we've got less days to do it in now, and also less motivation to get it done. But hopefully everything's going to be all right. We'll get everything caught up on eventually, and yeah, it's for the best. And hopefully we'll we'll push towards the objective of moving out so that we have room for all this sort of stuff. But I think that's more or less everything. And my voice is actually just getting sorer and sorer. I actually can't believe how hoarse my voice is from like an hour of filming in total tops, but whatever. So if you did check out this live stream, I really do appreciate you joining it. And if you're watching the replay, I enjoy you watching. I mean, I guess technically I do appreciate people watching. I enjoy seeing that people have been watching the videos. As much as it has a bit. No, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about views. But yeah, that's everything for this stream, really. So if you did enjoy it, please do like and comment. Let me know which of these weird relics you thought was your favorite. And I really do appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.